This is part of what Solomon wants to teach the young. Hallelujah. What he's saying in essence is this: that the world God created is not just a singular world, it's a twin world. It's a binary world. It's a dual world. This world has a physical part and a spiritual part. First lesson, that every young person who is going to step out into the world and manifest his destiny must understand that this is not a singular world, it is a dual world. It's a lesson that Cain learned the hard way. What was the problem Cain had? Cain and his brother both brought offerings unto God. Then God accepted the offering of Abel. He did not accept that of Cain. And Cain decided to trick his brother. He said, let's go to town. Let's go out for a walk. And while they were out where there were no witnesses and where it would be very hard to collect evidence, Cain decided to kill Abel and hide his body. And he stepped out as if nothing had happened. And then God began, the other realm began to speak. What Cain did, as far as the physical was concerned, was concluded. Nobody will bring you to justice on earth without a witness, without an evidence. Am I right? He settled it as long as the physical realm was concerned. But he didn't know that there was another realm that is just side by side the physical one that was present at that time when he did that thing. And when the blood of his brother touched the ground, the earth began to speak. But that speaking was not a physical speaking, it was a spiritual speaking. And so God began to call him. And that was how God cursed him. So if you must live your life, you must understand that this is not a singular world. It is a dual world. It has a physical part and then it has a spiritual part. In Colossians 1:16, the Bible talks about the creation God carried out. He did create the seen realm and he also created the unseen realm. Some versions will call it, he created the visible realm and the invisible realm. And that is why you see those things that Solomon said were his aims and objectives for writing the book of Solomon. They are all spiritual things. Wisdom, justice. Have you attended a lesson in school where you were taught this kind of things before? Human beings don't think this way. This is not part of the value system of a natural person. So he's trying to tell you that God created the world in a way similar to the way designers work today. Anyone who does creative work, architects, interior designers, fashion designers, sometimes they will hide some secret of their work in order to increase the way you will wow at the work. Am I right? Yes, you see this roof, it doesn't look like there's any pillar or column supporting it. That's because the columns are hidden in the walls. The fact that you cannot see the column does not mean it doesn't exist. It was put in another realm, in another place where you will not easily see, so that you can wonder and wow. Hallelujah. So Solomon is saying that the sky you are looking at has pillars that support them. They are not just suspended like that. They are suspended in the natural, but their support is in the supernatural. And it is these things he wants to talk about in the book of Proverbs that constitute the support system of the sky. These are the things that constitute the support system of the earth. If you drill, those who drill borehole, you know when you drill down, you see water there. Nobody builds his house on top of water. The foundation will not be stable. So what actually did God do? He hid the foundation of the earth. You can't see it physically. These are the things that uphold the earth. These are the things that suspend it and uphold it. So anytime you deal properly with them, your life can have an expected end. Anytime you offend them, some of them, they are so grievous that offending them affects the length of your life. It's a painful lesson sometimes for people to learn, just like Cain. But Solomon is expecting that because of this manual that he has given unto us, if we walk with it and submit to the discipleship it brings to us, we will have sufficient wisdom to live as people who understand that there's a twin world here. They must balance that world and balance this world. Hallelujah. Some people steal in government and they cover their tracks. You take them to a court of law, you cannot indict them. They have escaped physical justice. No, but there's a spiritual one that you cannot trick, you cannot manipulate, you cannot run away from it. It will come after you, come after your children, come after your children's children. Now, this is an understanding that spiritual people must have. If you lack this understanding, it is clear you are yet to understand the frame of this world into which you have been born. According to Solomon, you are still a simpleton. You are still a JJC.